Hey, all you moviegoers! This week on July 3rd, we had the newest installment to the Beverly Hills Cop series. This is the fourth one in addition, but of course they didn't call it Beverly Hills 4. They called it Beverly Hills Cop Axel F, which stands for Axel Foley. So yes, if Axel Foley is actually back, that means Eddie Murphy is actually coming back into his classic role from the 1980s. And he's not just not coming back alone. He's bringing back most of the cast that were cast with him at that time. Serge, who actually came out with, I think, the second one. So we got to see him in the second and third. I don't believe he was in the first one, but I have to go back and watch the first one now after this saying this. But I do want to watch it because this effect, I have not seen that movie in a long time. It's a classic film. But the thing I missed the most, what I really missed, I was trying to see if that would actually happen. That classic laugh that Eddie Murphy actually usually gives in his movies, but from those earlier times. That did not happen. Well, anyways, I thought in general the movie was really good. So within the 30-year gap time, I just said the first one was 1984, the second one was 1987, and then there was a 7-year gap between the second and the third one. So it was 1994 was the last third one that we actually got. So within the time where we are in our present time of 2024, it's been 30 years, believe it or not. 30 years, that's a long time to actually give a long gap and actually give us a good story within our next installment of Beverly Hills Cop. We find out that he got married and when his got separation, of course, and they had a daughter as well too. But the daughter is really a key part of this movie as well. And that's what brings him back to LA. What was the city is in? Detroit, I believe. So once again, Eddie Murphy always finds his way into these movies coming back to LA. Why do you think it's called Beverly Hills Cop? That there's a particular reason for that reason. But anyways, his daughter actually gets involved with a case that it involves a lot of handling with drugs and murder and stuff like that. But she thinks the witness that she has, or I should say, the guy that's behind bars, is actually innocent. And that's where the story actually kicks in and makes you think what's going to happen from this key point. So that's pretty much the premise of the story. It's pretty easy going as it is, kind of like with the other films. But I actually felt this really stuck to it really good because you actually see that connection that was actually lost. Oh yeah, the daughter and him don't actually communicate within the last 30 years, and that's where the element of the story actually develops really good. Actually, believe it or not. Her name is Jane in the movie. So we have newcomers. Let's just say right away. Her name is Taylor Page. So her name's Jane, and she goes by her mom's last name, not his. So you see where the story is actually developing right there. So you kind of see where the story is actually going towards the end of this as well too. Another newcomer I was happy to see this as well too in this movie is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. A great actor. I love to see him. He was in a great big movies as well too. Like one of my favorites with Christopher Nolan's Inception, amazing. And he goes all the way back to what I remember is the 10 Things I Hate About You, which is a classic film. Heath Ledger was in that. Heath Ledger was such a great actor. But here we have Joseph as a detective in this movie as well to work alongside of Axel Foley. Is that going to be safe to actually have someone like as a goofball of a cop doing his work? I shouldn't really say a goofball though, because he actually does his work really good. He actually finds out in depth to help his daughter become safe and what becomes of what she has to deal with the case and everything. But this story really worked out really. I wasn't too sure how I was going to like this movie since this movie they carried on that 30-year gap and brought the movie back. How would they actually deal with it? They do it. I have to say they actually did a really good job with it. But I'm going to say this as well too, because if you guys didn't realize in Beverly Hills Cop 3, there was never official title in that movie. No beginning title. You know how movies usually start and you see a title of their movie. Or maybe towards the end, as certain movies, like Avatar actually did. They had their title at the end of the movie. Beverly Hills Cop 3 never had a title in the movie. So when I actually saw the title in the first 5 minutes of this film, I was actually applauding, going, wow, it's amazing. They actually put the title. So that's a little laughter. For those who don't know, a hidden secret behind that. They never actually put the official title in Beverly Hills Cop 3. But overall, I really thought this movie was really good. The thing I really liked was the music. They brought back this retro music from the 80s and revamped their theme music. This as well too. It was in my head earlier. Now it's but you know the classic theme song you actually hear from Beverly Hills Cop. It's one of those feel-good little beat music that actually gets you in a good mood and actually move along with it and sing with it just as well too. It's really classy, and I really thought they did a good job with the music and everything. It brought back the 80s. It felt like a vibe of the 80s as well, too, here in the new generation of 2024. Wow, everything about this movie was actually good, believe it or not. I was actually surprised with that. And Eddie Murphy does not age. He nailed this part. And who knows? There might be a fifth installment. Who knows? After what happened the other day on July 3rd, Netflix releasing this, will there be a possibility of a fifth installment of Beverly Hills Cop 5? Would you guys be interested? And so for those who've actually seen this movie the other night on Netflix, premiering on Netflix, let me know what you guys actually think. Did this movie actually live up to your expectations? And for those who have not seen, are you guys interested in actually seeing this? Have you seen the most, actually I should say, the recent movies that were back in the 80s and the early 90s, like I said? Did you watch those? And what do you guys actually think about those movies as well, too? But I feel Beverly Hills Cop, I'm going to say 4, or I should probably really say Axel F, lived up to its expectation. Actually, I felt like it surpassed the third and the second one, because I really liked the first one a lot, but the second and third one was just all right. But I felt this fourth one just felt like the sequel to the main a movie that actually came out in 1984. Did I say it? Yeah, 1984? Wow, 1984, what is that? That's even more long of a gap right there. That's your 40-year anniversary right there. So anyways, you can tell by my reaction you're seeing right now. I really like the film. For those, once again, who have seen it, let me know what you actually think of the movie. But other than that, I can start wrapping things up saying, my name's Ryan. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give me those thumbs up, subscribe. Maybe next time I might see you at the movies. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. This review is not over yet. Actually, the review is over, but I just remember that theme music. It's that dun 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 you guys get the idea, but that's the theme of the music from Beverly Hills Cop. Oh my gosh, this gave me cool goosebumps just hearing that music once again. And they actually revamped it. Again, I said it felt nice to hear that music once again. And they brought the Pointer Sisters back this as well too from the 80s. If you guys remember, they brought those Pointer Sisters into the 1980 films as well too. You will get that once again in this movie. So bring back the 80s, and everything will be all right with that, I guess. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.